Once you start balling and you start flexing, if you're a guy like me, you're gonna start flexing. People will start saying, rich people don't dress like that. Rich people don't buy this. Or somebody left a comment the other day, and it was interesting. He said, man, if he was really rich, he wouldn't talk about money. Rich people never talk about money. I just want to show you, this is what you're going to have to contend with. These are problems I want you to have. Right now, you're struggling about, oh, fuck, how do I pay my Verizon bill? Fucking ramen is up 30 cents. Man, how am I going to fucking eat? I want you to have these kind of problems. All right, people are going to say, rich people don't talk about money. But let me show you something. There's a guy named Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is a legitimate billionaire with a B. And not only does he talk about money, he has a book called Money. It's called Money. Yeah, rich people talk about money. Tony Robbins is a billionaire with a B. If they don't say that, then they'll say, this is my favorite. Rich people don't dress like this. Rich people don't dress like that. And I even hear this from fucking some people, like this guy, he's got some bread, right? You know, I'm gonna show you this shit in a minute. I don't want to be one of these guys who like talk shit about other people's videos, but I will this time. You know, I don't want to be one, but he forced my hand. Is this it?
You know why I don't like Gucci and Louis Vuitton? Those are brands for poor people. Only a fucking poor person would buy Gucci or Louis Vuitton. It's a moron brand, okay? Because you know why? This is a Rolex. I buy this for 17 grand. In 2 years, it's worth 22. Gucci or Louis Vuitton, it's worth dick. It's a moron brand. It's, hey, look at me. I don't have any money, but I'm gonna spend what I do have on this to look rich. A really rich person doesn't have to buy stupid to look rich. He is rich. It's only the people who are rich. They need to buy brands like Gucci and Louis Vuitton. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Look at Elon Musk. Do they wear that?
I understand the sentiment, and it makes sense if you don't think about it. When I hear people say that, I remember working in the Prada store for 2 years as a security guard, 5 days a week. And I saw tons of rich people come in. In fact, Jack Dorsey, the founder, CEO, billionaire, I saw him come into Prada and shop. You know what I'm saying? And I saw him go across the street to, you guessed it, Louis Vuitton and shop. More than once, because I used to be on the one at Fifth Avenue and I used to be in the one in Soho. Like they would move me around sometimes. It's like just literally not true. Like the majority of the people who came in the shop were really rich people. And then sometimes we would have these events and it was only for people who spent a lot of money at the events, right? And I have to work there because I'm security, right? And these motherfuckers, these are all like high level, super rich people. And then the celebrities will come in buying bags. Some people say, oh, celebrities are giving the clothes, not at the luxury stores. I mean, I'm sure there are exceptions, but Nicole Kidman came in and bought a big ass fucking Louis bag and a bunch of other shit, and some of the ready to wear, some of the gowns and shit. Jack Dorsey came in and bought it with his own money. You know what I'm saying? And then they would come some other times. It's like, it makes sense, but it's not true. And then if you read LVMH, it's a company that owns Louis Vuitton, Hennessy, Fendi, a bunch of really high-end brands. You can read their quarterly reports, their earnings reports, right? It's all free. There's a video where the guy, he mentions their quarterly reports, their earnings reports, and they said the premise of his video was that only poor people buy this, right? And he said 50% of their revenue comes from middle class and lower class people. 50% of revenue. Well, it stands to reason. If 50% poor and middle class, what's the other 50%? Yeah, fucking rich people. That's fucking half their revenue comes from rich people. And another 25% comes from middle class people. And another 25%, only 25% comes from poor people. So when guys like this say that only poor people buy it, no. Literally 25% of the people who buy it are poor. 50%, according to their own annual reports, are rich people. The guy in this video left that part out, but anyone who fucking thinks it does not, okay, well, what's the other 50%? Who is it, right? There's only a few classes. Name another company where 50% of their revenue comes from rich people. Almost none. Almost, except for maybe like fucking airplane companies. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that, right? It's just not true. Now, I know where this guy lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had mutual friends. And it's like a fucking bullshit city, right? In the major cities, the rich people are fucking flexing. Even the white people, they fucking balling out hard. You know what I'm saying? And they're flexing because these are like fashion capitals. If you like from here, the middle of nowhere, Florida, where this guy's from, yeah, of course you dress like that, right? And then sometimes they'll say shit like, Warren Buffett doesn't dress like that. And I'm like, yeah, Warren Buffett is 93 years old and he lives in fucking Omaha, Nebraska, right? Don't compare a young-ish black man in Miami to a fucking 93-year-old senior citizen from Omaha, of course we're going to dress different. You know who else is a billionaire? LeBron James. LeBron James. And he dresses way more ostentatious than almost anybody. You see him, he'll have like several of these fucking $50,000 bracelets on. He'll have fucking $500,000 watch on or $1 million watch on sometimes, right? And he's just chilling, right? According to him, he's broke. I seen Ronaldo multiple times, head to toe Louis Vuitton. And they buy this shit. I'm telling you, he buys this shit. It's nothing to him. And you just see shit like this all the time. And that's just the shit you're going to have to contend with. But I don't want that shit to stop you from flexing. I don't want you to stop you from balling because I want you to enjoy your shit. Now, you got to do it properly, though. What we don't want to do is spend earned income on luxuries. We want to spend earned income, invest it into assets. And then those assets start pumping out money. And then your money's working for you. And then the money that comes from assets, you can spend whatever, you can do that whatever you want with that. Fucking buy 8 Lambos if you got the money, man. You know what I'm saying? Buy a bunch of jewelry, like buy a bunch of fucking, all my like expensive shit, it comes from assets. All my jewelry came from stock market money, right? My Richard Mille, stock market money. So the money I made working, I put in the stock market, made profits, took the profits out, bought this, but the money I made working is still in the stock market making money. You guys understand that? It's still there. It's gonna make money and it keeps coming. So I can buy another one of these next year. You get what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want if it's passive income. The only stupid thing is spending earned income, unless it's a tremendous amount of earned income. You know, NBA players, they make millions, right? CEOs of big companies, they make millions. Fucking passive income, man. Their earned income is so fucking big. Who gives a fuck, right? It doesn't matter how you dress. That doesn't mean you're rich, right? Tony Robbins is a billionaire. He's on Logan Paul's podcast. He had on a $400,000 Richard Mille, the white one, the Bubba Watson. According to this guy, he's broke. Rolexes are going down in value, right? If he would have bought that 2 years ago, he'd be fucked. And I'm not trying to talk shit about he has redeeming qualities. I understand a guy who looks like this, talks and sounds like that. I understand why he may resonate with a Mark Zuckerberg type. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I get it. That makes a lot of sense, right? And I'm not saying he don't have money. We have mutual friends. He got bread for sure.